Hello, everybody. I'm really happy to have you here with me to talk about one of the topics I'm really passionate about, which is real-time marketing. And hopefully by the end of the session today, you'll learn different techniques. You'll be inspired by multiple examples. We're going to talk about what is real-time marketing, why it matters. We'll talk about different business cases for real-time marketing that you might want to consider. We will talk about types and also applications and case studies. And then at the end, we're going to wrap it up with how do you organize yourself for success and do's and don'ts of real-time marketing. With that, let's start. Let me tell you a story. Last Christmas, when I was getting way too close to the holiday and I still didn't have all my gift shopping done, I decided to tweet on one of my favorite brands, REI, and REI is sort of the outdoor sports type of store in the Northwest. And I asked them, I said, hey guys, can you help me out? I'm looking for a gift. What's your recommendation? And I was actually quite pleasantly surprised when about half hour later they came back to me with this tweet that included a custom video specifically targeted to me that talked about, hey Katrina, we got your tweet, and knowing all these knowing a little bit about you and all of the products in store, here's a product we'd recommend that you shop for. And it was really cool. Well, first of all, you feel so awesome about it because it's personalized to you. And then within half an hour, it was amazing. I'm like, well, that's what you call real-time response and true personalized marketing. So I'm always curious as a marketer. So I actually connected with the team at REI and I said, hey guys, I want to talk to you. How the heck did you do that? Tell me about the whole setup. And what I found out is quite interesting. They didn't have that big of a budget for that, but they decided that they're going to take as many tweets or as many inquiries as they can on Twitter, and they're going to do a personalized video for each person in a fun and hopefully personal way. And there's green vests on the floor at their stores, and green vests are people who work there, know the products in and out. So they set up very inexpensively green screens in their stores, and they would just record those videos and would post them in real time. And I said, well, how many did you do? And they go, well, we did 80, about 80 or 90. And I said, so, okay, great, let's talk about the results. And they said, well, actually, within those couple of weeks that we shot those videos right before Christmas, the traffic to our store or to our online store has doubled. So the question becomes raise your hand if you want your traffic to your website to double, right? As a marketer, you go, yes, please sign me up. This is an example that talks about real-time marketing done right, customized to the person and still staying on brand. So let's look at the definition of real-time marketing. The way I define real-time marketing is and sometimes, we shorten it to RTM. So RTM is about raising awareness, creating demand, and furthering the brand's mission for connecting with customers in a meaningful way, in the right place, at the right time, through the relevant content, relevant message. So all those, right place, right time, right person, right message, they're very critical for real-time marketing. And it actually goes by different names. So you're going to hear it as you're kind of looking at the industry and you're saying, well, we've heard it called agile marketing, and we've heard it called responsive marketing, always on marketing, or sometimes even on the fly marketing. And it all means the same thing. It all means how do I connect with my customers in that moment where they need help or they'd like to engage with me. That is what's important. How do I deliver what they need in the right period of time? So let's talk about the reasons for the rise of real-time marketing. Well, first of all, you need to remember that right now we live in the now economy. And literally, you can say now and, exclamation mark, because that's how radical it is. It's all about things happen in real time, information getting to you in real time. We know Twitter is, you actually news break on Twitter before they break at news outlets. I mean, how crazy is that? Before even TV reports or a newspaper prints it, it's already all over Twitter and it's already old news. That's real time. And what contributes to that is this sort of news feed mentality that changed the way people get and consume information. So you have Facebook newsfeed, you have Twitter newsfeed just rolling by so fast. You have different aggregators that deliver and filter information in real time that's only relevant to you, but also there's just so much information in the world that you need to figure out which information do you want to consume and how you want to connect with it at that particular moment. And that's why it becomes so much harder to marketers to stand out. So think about this. Americans now engage with 7 different channels or sources at the same time. They consume 7 different amounts of information through different channels. You have, TV, you have mobile, you have iPad, you have laptop, you have gaming consoles. I mean, there's just so much going on. And the flow of news accelerated dramatically compared to what we used to. And if you look at the average lifespan of a tweet, right, it's probably about an hour. Now, if you look at a Facebook post, you can say, okay, fine, maybe it's about 20 hours. But it's blinking and passing us by. So, that is what very important to remember is that as the adult attention span gets shorter and shorter every year, this year it's between 3 to 8 seconds, we need to figure out how do we actually stand out and how do we connect with people in a meaningful way. So the bottom line is every 48 hours, we now create and crank out the same amount of information we've created from the beginning of time to the year 2003. I mean, beginning of time to the year of 2003, that's how much information we're now cranking out every 48 hours, and it's going to be even 24 hours pretty soon. So we live in what I call the age of infobicity. So in the age of infobicity, there are several ways for businesses, and it doesn't matter who you are, either you're a marketer, you're a designer, or you're a journalist, for anybody really to stand out, whether you're a brand or you're a personal brand. And one of those ways is to understand the strategies and techniques behind real-time marketing.